So, I'm waiting for my wife to finish up some business at school, and then we're headed to downtown Atlanta to see the Teabaggers protest at the Capitol steps. The Teabaggers are a group of people who have been shepherded, sheepled, herded into this nationwide group of protests by a couple of right-wing think tanks that are paid lobbyists for various Republican and conservative interests. Freedom Works is one. There's another one that has American in the title or something like that. And they admit that they are one of the driving forces behind the movement, if you want to call it that, even if they try to claim that there's some kind of populist aspect to it. It's called teabagging in this particular instance because of so many of their more clueless members going on TV and saying that they want to teabag the White House, they want to teabag Obama. And it's an ignorant kind of reference to the Boston Tea Party, which they think was about taxes and about taxation and about tyrannical governments, which, you know, shows a little bit of misunderstanding about history, about American history especially. And it's also drawn out a bunch of other people about all kinds of issues, guns, anti-government this, the bailout, stimulus spending, the deficit, the debt, on and on and on. And it's really kind of, how should I say, exposed some of the fringe elements within the conservative and Republican Party to the mainstream. And of course Fox is going to be there. Tonight's event is being spoken to by Sean Hannity, formerly of the Hannity and Colmes show. Now it's just Hannity, when it was apparent that no one was taking Colmes seriously as a liberal. Newt Gingrich is going to be there, who's obviously firing his warning shots over the bow to let everybody know he's going to be around in 2012, gunning for the Republican nomination. And of course, I'm sure all the various news outlets will be covering it and so on. So what this video is going to be an attempt at is capturing the moment, capturing what could be considered a historical occasion when we see some of the last throes of what was formerly the Republican Party and how it represented conservatives and so on. Along with just some documentation for future reference, and also to let the people out there know that, you know, we're the majority, liberals. We are in charge, we're in control right now, and for better or for worse, we'll see what comes of that, but there's still this little needling minority out there who want to basically tell us we're bad Americans for understanding what's going on, for not necessarily defending, but being able to explain complex issues once we delve into them instead of listening to talking points. So I hope you get some good information about this, and who knows, maybe the next scene will be me running away from an angry mob of gun nuts and right-wing extremists that the Department of Homeland Security warned us about. So, stay tuned.
Huh? You get to buy your phone when you got there.
What was it?
Take a picture of my measly sign.
Oh, that was her sign? Was a little piece of paper?
Yeah, that's good.
What did he say?
I don't know, they're walking the other way. Like, no.
That can't be a good sign.
Yep.
And photogenic too.
He's a natural.
Not afraid of the camera.
Pictures of
You got that?
How can we accept that shit? So I'm gonna ask you all to do something. This is where we end it. We ask you to do something. I want to take your right hand, put it on your heart. Because that Constitution belongs to me. Belongs to my people. A lot of blood was shed so that I could have this. And I want my children to have it. I do not want my generation to be the one that let it go. Constitution. I, Sherry Reese, do solemnly swear to protect, defend, preserve the Constitution of the United States of America to the best of my ability. So help me God. Now do it. God bless you. Thank you.
Give a big Atlanta Tea Party welcome to the conservative boy wonder, Jonathan Crone.
All right, well, you guys ready? Middle school. Margaret Thatcher put it so eloquently. The only trouble with socialism is that you eventually run out of other people's money.
I'm on the wrong side.
Today we're not gathered here, as so many in the media say, for a meaningless protest of talk, of jabber, of rhetoric. We're here for purpose, and I think that purpose is not to protest one party or one political statement. It's to protest an over-expansive government. A government that believes in taking away our rights, and a governmental ideology that believes that the best way to govern a nation is to take away our liberties and our rights, our freedoms, our money, and to do that not just this generation, but the next generation as well. I think one of the major issues about this ideology, about this viewpoint, is that it's not just consumed by one.
That's all right.
It's not just consumed by one generation. It's consumed by the next generation. And if one generation takes that ideology and takes it out of play, they can use it again. We're gathered here today because we believe and we know that when people gather together with one mindset for one set view to make a